Let's go. Bright lights, superstars, visitors are home teams, sports fans cheering loud. You can hear they souls scream in the huddle sports. That's the thing for the analysts, the realest in the game. All truths with no counterfeits. Super E, Zone 3, Ed in the goo. Yo, ready, set, break, coming live to your plane. Let's go. In the huddle.
Welcome in the other sport can. Y'all already know, man, the three best debaters east of the Mississippi River. It's your boy Super E. Hey, whatever they say R. Kelly did, he did that shit. Found guilty on all charges. With me, straight out of Zone 3. I got that boy Ed.
Hey, this your boy Ed, man. Hey, damn, I don't know why he just went off on my boy Kel like that. But yeah, hell with Kel, man. He did that shit.
Hey, what's so crazy is he found guilty, the man record sales went up. That's banana to this the world we live in, man.
Damn.
Last but not least, we got the man, the MILF, the guru.
Hey, it's your boy JD. I need all y'all to vote this year for the local elections. Early voting has started. October 12th it started. The voting day, the official voting day is November 2nd. And while you at it, I need y'all to vote for Antonio Lewis, District 12.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Antonio Lewis, District 12. Just check him out, man. Facebook, Instagram. He stands for something, and that's what we need. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Antonio Lewis, District 12, November the 2nd. Get out and vote, please, please. Boy, it's good to be back in the house of the Lord, as the pastor would say. Man, sports is full blown right now, man. We got so much going on in the world. Probably the biggest thing is we're still in this pandemic. We're still trying to find a solution, and part of this solution is this vaccine, this vaccination. Everybody has their preference.
You can't really say that on.
What you mean?
You can't say the V word.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah,
you got to say make up a word. What they call it? The So it starts with a J. It's
putting it in you.
It's something. You can't say the V word, bro. They've been kicked us out the state.
Oh yeah. Just see how. Listen, man, it's crazy. Anywho, they got this semi-cure. I don't even know if you call it a semi-cure. Whatever it is, it's supposed to help you fight the virus off. However, we just lost Colin Powell. They said he was fully injected. And, I don't know, everybody has their personal preference. In a situation like this, the boy Kyrie is being blackballed, blackmailed, whatever you want to call it. You got state and local mandates that say he cannot go into a public place, whether this be a restaurant, a gym. He can't practice with the team. He can't play at home games. None of this without him taking one of those big three. JD, what's going on, man? Why they doing the boy Kyrie like this?
I ain't gonna let you slide till you call him, man, Colin Powell. I ain't gonna let you slide with that. But anyway, rest in peace, Colin Powell. But nah, man. At first I was like whatever until I started hearing a lot of people on TV just downing the man like he committed murder or rape or something, man. Like this is unprecedented, man. And I'm trying to filter my words.
Yeah.
So I don't, they'll block you quick. Yeah, we can't, they'll block us quick. You say the wrong thing. So, basically, he said he want to stand. He want to stand with the people, man. A lot of people losing their jobs and refusing to get the V. And I have nothing wrong with people who taking it or not taking it. It's just unprecedented, man. You gotta respect somebody and their opinion and their body, and that's not it. Let's not leave out that when have things ever just been for us,
right?
And it's been pushed to us from the beginning, and it's weird. We all got that sixth sense, and it's like, hey, something don't sound right. Yeah. But it's some of us that prayed and went on and got it. And there's some that prayed and didn't get it. And it's, I had it. The actual virus I had, and along with pneumonia at the same time. And boy, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. But I don't want to disclose whether I got the V or not, just because I don't want to. I'm not talking from one side. I have my mama calling me every day, telling me about this and that, and I'm like, you got to cut out the TV. It's only one side.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And the woke people, the people who actually know what's going on, know that it's people dying that got the V.
Yeah.
And it's people that's dying that didn't get the V.
So
it just didn't make sense from the beginning. And you telling people you can get it, not to wear the mask. Wear the mask. Wear it around people. Well, you can take it off. Well, now this people dying. Well, it's higher in this amount of people, and it's higher, it's less in this amount of people. Well, now we're just gonna need another one. We're gonna need another one after another one. So it's just like a lot of people sent back like, we're gonna wait till you finish your trial. A lot of people say I'm gonna get it. It's just different. You gotta respect that. So for Stephen A, the Stephen A. Smiths of the world, and the Shannon Sharps, and all the people on TV that know what's going on, and have so much to say about this young man, because they don't want Kyrie to play in the NBA basically, without getting the V. And he's basically waiting. He's not against it. He's not for it.
Yeah.
But they're just dogging the man like he killed 2 people. Like, this is an opportunity. They came to the team to play with you, and you letting your team down. And it's this, what are you talking about? Right. Like, it's baffling to me, because I mean, all the facts just don't come out. And it's confusing to a lot of people. I don't down Kyrie. I know he's leaving millions and millions on the table. And now I'm not gonna lie, if I was leaving $15 million on the table, I'd be thinking about getting it too. So I mean, it's like the confusion is granted, because it's unprecedented.
It is.
And I don't want to go too deep into it, because again, I don't want to get part of that list. But how in the hell did years ago you predict that this pandemic was gonna happen? How is Dr. Fauci in charge of the medical and all this stuff for after president? He's more powerful than the president, man. Like, he's been there for a long time, predicting what's gonna happen next. Now, come on now. If that don't make you sick, your third eye stand, like, come on now. So, people's confusion is warranted, is granted. I understand people's confusion, and if you got it, that's good. If you didn't get it, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I'm not none of that, man. But one thing I can say to everybody is boost that immune system up, man. Yeah. Boost that immune system up.
Take them vitamins.
Take the vitamins. I could open a store how much vitamins I done bought, man. Every time I'm on Amazon, just ordering stuff. But hey, man, I don't know. Do you think he gonna get the V and come on back to the league, or what?
I think you need to just for right now, man, stand for what you stand for, man. Like, you can't let them dictate what you gonna do, man.
Right.
Like, hey, this is what you stand for. It's bigger than money.
Yeah, it is bigger than money.
If it was a money thing, like, he would have been did it just for that. Yeah. But like, he's staying for something different though, man. Like, it's a better cause for him. So I mean, like, for him to just go out there and just do that just because everybody else want him to do it, I don't think he'll enjoy it. He ain't gonna be happy with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he has been on record to admit that he's not anti-vax. So, he's not against the vaccine itself. Yeah. Kyrie's issue is you have these employers who are mandating it. And if you don't get it in a mandate, you're fired.
Yeah.
And that's Kyrie's whole thing. Like, he can take off from work. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though he's leaving some $33 million on the table, he can take off from work, but there's others that can't. Yeah. And, you got these people that don't want to get the vaccine, and now they don't have no job. So, you just made their life that much harder. So,
Hey, you know what this remind me of? The mandates and all of this foolishness.
What it?
It remind me of weed, ganja, marijuana, whatever you want to call it,
yeah.
cannabis. The
Yeah.
correct word is cannabis these days.
Yeah.
It remind me of that. How you can in Atlanta you get a $75 fine. You go to Douglasville, you might get locked up, go to jail. It's legal in Colorado. In Cali and other states, you can just smoke it freely. And then that you get some here, they might give you 2-3 years in jail. And then we all one country.
Yeah.
So and now it's like,
We is one.
New York and whoever else with the mandates, you lose your job here. Okay, cool. Move to Georgia. You're still gonna work. Some companies you might get laid off, you might not. It's just like what?
Hey, like you said,
Are we living in the last days? Like it's just the stupidity of the word. It got me crazy.
It really is. I mean, like you said, it's unprecedented. I mean, we don't know. All of this is just so new to us.
Yeah.
That it's just kind of like, how do you cast judgment? So, I think our biggest thing is, just respect people's opinion and the way that they feel about it.
That's it.
And don't feel no type of way because somebody feel a type of way.
Exactly, man. Just because, hey, if that person don't want to go get it, hey, you can't feel no type of way about it. Hey, as long as you got it, that's all the shit matter.
Like
man.
JD say, man, you got these Stephen A's just talking down and one another. Listen, man, I don't have to down anybody to bring myself up. You know what I mean? And if everybody had that mind frame, maybe we'd be in a different space.
Right.
But we're not.
Yeah, let them interview Kwame Brown about it.
Yeah.
Kwame Brown gonna let them know. Man.
Somebody real who
who put them in their play.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes that's what people need.
Yeah.
And speaking of people, the boy Jonn Gruden need to be put in his place, man.
Yes, sir.
So an investigation into the Washington football team turns out that Jonn Gruden sent Dan Snyder, a former owner, some emails, and in those emails there was some racial slurs, there was some homophobic slurs, and there was some direct name dropping and calling, and now we have Jonn Gruden without a job. And we talking about a coach that was signed to a 10-year contract that was given stock in the team, and he's supposed to be this goat of a coach. Yeah. And like Keyshawn Johnson say, I've been telling folks for years, he's a terrible person. So, it's just like in sports, it's just really like no room for this. Like, he feels some type of way about gay players, and he had a gay player on his team.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with the boy Jonn Gruden?
Hey, first of all, Jonn Gruden is an asshole. Capital letters. Like, he's an asshole, man.
All cap, man.
First of all, it was a lot more said in those emails.
Yeah. Definitely.
There was a lot more said in those emails.
That was just the scope.
I don't believe that was just it. So it should be a lot more done to him. It should be a lot more done to him, because how the hell can you just you're a coach. You're an NFL coach.
You're an NFL coach.
And you have a gay player on your team.
Yeah, you do.
So just for that player, I'm like, even though it's years down, like just for that player just to hear that, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
This fucking coach on my team he down like that. So man, I just be against him all. I try to get his ass up through there.
Yeah.
and everything he own.
I think that's why the Raiders went ahead and, decided to part ways with him immediately. They said the owner walked in looking for him. Now, granted, these emails were 10 years ago, JD. But when you think about Jake Fromm a few years ago, when he say only the elite whites should be to own guns, it's kind of one of those situations, because Gruden feel like he's an elite white and he can say and do whatever.
He been doing it.
Yeah, he been doing it. But this world ain't going for that, JD. What's going on with the boy Jonn Gruden?
I don't know, man. I done had my fair share of racist white pricks, but
hey, man, speaking from experience.
Hey, my thing is I'm disappointed that it's only news for 1 or 2 days. I don't like that. I don't.
Yeah. Because this
Like why
the Kyrie saga has drug on.
Yeah,
but ever since Gruden left.
So Gruden talking about gay players, talking about black executives, talking about the the LG community. We talk about that for 1 day, 2 days. It's hot news. 2 days. We've been talking about Kyrie not getting the vaccine for a week. Jake Fromm, we talked about that before. He's still a backup.
He ain't in the league.
Yeah, he ain't in the league.
Oh, he in the league.
No, the Bills let him go.
Well, how elite is that?
Yeah.
How the hell elite is that?
You know the Bills signed Trubisky.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so he ain't in the league right now.
But my thing is, man, it's I don't like how it's always news. Like let's talk about it. You remember Cap was kneeling and didn't say nothing. He was news for a year.
Yeah.
So it's just like, man, I don't like how much. I mean, we all know what's going on. We see what's going on. Yeah, he deserved to be fired. He deserved to be chastised. But seriously, gonna talk about it 1 or 2 days? Okay, cool. I guess on to the next. I guess we waiting on the next black man to beat on his wife or get locked up for drugs, and we're gonna talk about that for 6 months.
Hey, but look though, are we surprised though?
No, that mean that's you see me throwing my hands up like
Well, I mean, I'm surprised that teams like Tampa Bay removed him from their Ring of Honor. Like teams don't want nothing to do with a person like that anymore in 2021 because it's gonna cost you money.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna cost you money.
Well, for one, they ain't have a choice.
Yeah. So, but I mean, for them to go ahead and act on it, I mean, I salute them.
They acted instantly too.
I mean, the Raiders. Okay, so let's just make this clear. Those emails did not come out at the same time. Initially, there was the racial slur. They talked about it. Gruden said, "Hey, that was 10 years ago. I'm not that person anymore." But then they doubled back a couple of days later with the homophobic slurs, and everything changed. So, 2021, man, racism still alive. We still dealing with it. It's swept under the rug or something like JD say, the vaccination. So hey man, keeping it rolling, man. Who are rolling? Them Atlanta Braves. Atlanta Braves.
Oh yeah.
The Atlanta Braves are up 2-0.
Yeah.
What is this? Best of 7?
Best
of 7 series on the way to the World Series.
Yes, sir.
Ed, now I know you're a Brave fan.
He really ain't no Brave fan.
I know you're a Brave fan.
He really ain't no Brave fan.
Oh yeah.
I ain't even gonna listen to JD. I know you're a Brave fan at heart.
Well, yes, sir.
They win the World Series.
Come on, man. Hey, look, we beating the Dodgers in 6. We're gonna beat the Dodgers in 6.
You gonna beat the Dodgers in 6.
We're gonna beat the Dodgers in 6. We ain't giving them 7 games like we did last year. We up 3-1 last year, and we went down like that. We ain't doing that. Hey, we gonna beat them in 6. Game 3 gonna be tough tomorrow, but hey, look, we gonna get them in 6, and we gonna chop on. Chop on. Hey, I need Freddie. Freddie Freeman. I need you to get out this slump, man.
Got to.
7 strikeouts straight, man.
They need that bat. They need that bat.
Just give me a little content. Your last hit, your last at bat, man. You fly it out. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
They might set you up, man. So hey, look, get out this slump, man. We gonna go to that Los Angeles and make something happen. Now down there though. He ain't no Brave fan.
Oh, JD, he ain't no Brave fan.
Freeman just need a little cookie, man. He need a little cookie for the practice for the game.
You gotta get him the right cookie.
Get you a little cookie.
You gotta get him the right cookie.
Yes,
little chocolate chip, little macadamia cookie. Get you a cookie. Get the cookie.
No, boy,
You gotta get the cookie. Don't get too much cookie, your leg get weak. Don't get too much cookie. You good.
Little chocolate chip.
You gonna be right out that slump. Right out the slump. But now, man, I feel as though the Braves been balling, man. You know a team good when you don't have to rely on one player. You don't have to rely on Freeman.
For Freeman to be in this slump and they still have 2 walk-off wins.
The difference is the pitching this year. The pitching done came on a little bit better, and to be doing all this without Acuna, that's great too. They made some nice acquisitions after Acuna got hurt.
A lot of them.
Third, if it goes to game 6, I like the Braves in game 6.
Listen to this.
I mean, am I wish-washy or something? I like the Braves in 6.
You like the Braves to win
I
it all?
like the Dodgers in 7.
You like the Braves to win it all?
I like the Braves to win it all. Listen, I'm speaking of this series.
This series. Okay, so we'll come back.
I like the Braves in 6, or I like the Dodgers in 7. If it go game 7, I like the Dodgers to win it, man. Like, what's up? Man, y'all gonna kick me out the city? You gonna kick me out the city or what?
Mighty well.
I mean, it's a good prediction.
Hey, but look though, Jeff, with the acquisition though, you said though, man, we got a lot of acquisition.
Yeah.
So there, even though he out with COVID, hopefully he'll come back by the end of the week. What you got? 10 days, right?
Yeah, 10 days.
10 days. So
yeah.
we up on. We probably about 6-7 days right now. So there, man. With what's it? Rosario, man, he been playing big.
Ooh, we've been playing.
Yeah, he been playing big, man. I don't know what Cleveland would think about getting rid of him, but yeah, we'll take him. Duval, man, he's a bit back, and the middle of that lineup just been clicking, man.
Boy, look at Ed talking this stuff, boy.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, look, the middle of that lineup clicking, man. As long as we can get the end of that lineup, when Swanson get that bat rolling, we in the money.
Yes, and I listen. I'm just not learning baseball. I knew how to play, but the details that Ed is giving, I'm able to follow along now because I know a little baseball now. So I don't have no pick this series because I don't know who gonna win.
Yeah, you have been on later though, yeah.
I don't know who gonna win.
Hey,
but
he really Atlanta fan though. It's coming. It's coming.
Well, on the other side, we got the Houston Astros and we got the Boston Red Sox. Who you got, Ed?
I want Boston to win
For matchup purposes. That you want Boston.
matchup purposes, and all the bull jump the Astros they're going through over the years. I don't want them to do nothing, man. So hey, give me the Boston, and they're gonna be a good series. Braves Boston, and the Braves in 6.
Ooh, yeah, the Astro was stealing signs, JD. They was cheating.
I would rather Boston get in. I feel like Atlanta will have a
better chance.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers if it go to 7. So basically,
so you just think
I like the
Red
NL.
Sox,
I like the NL. Period.
but you think the
in the
Red
World
Sox
Series.
are the weakest of the 14?
Yeah, I do.
You really like the Dodgers, but you see, you keep putting that in there. But,
I mean, if you think about it, if Schwarber really not hitting that well,
Yeah.
they real slumpy as a team.
Yeah.
Like not as a team, they real
Schwarber is a
slumpy.
big bat, though.
Martinez, like JD, he comes in and do his thing, but you know.
hey, they just like the Dodgers though, man. The Dodgers,
real
the Dodgers
slumpy.
hitting.
Yeah, they him.
They him.
They
But
him.
if they ain't, man, boy, they slumping, boy.
Yeah, I'm learning, but I love it. I learning, boy. I'm soaking all this in. Yeah, man. Keeping it rolling, man. College football. We halfway through the season. We got a lot of teams that are kind of cutting their way out, but then the playoffs are still up for grab. Now, if I had to give my top 4, oh boy, this is hard just because Bama has already lost once. So meaning that Bama must beat the rest of their schedule, beat Georgia in the SEC championship, and win the SEC championship for Bama to get in. Because if Bama goes to the SEC championship and loses to Georgia, they're not going to put a 2-loss Bama team in over some of these teams that's probably going to have 1 loss. Or if you look at a Cincinnati, they're not going to have a loss.
But they should.
They should. I totally agree. They should. But if I had to give my top 4, it's going to be Georgia, Cincinnati, Oklahoma. I'm going to have to take a 1-loss Oregon. And the only reason I'm going to take that 1-loss Oregon is because that Big Ten is a mess. Michigan is undefeated. Michigan State is undefeated. Penn State has 1 loss. Ohio State has 1 loss. And all those teams have to play each other for the rest of this season. Yeah. They'll be playing each other back to back to back to back to back. So that's going to get real ugly for the Big Ten. And I think they eliminate themselves from the playoff. So, Ed, who you got your top 4?
I'm going to go Bama, Georgia, Cincinnati, and I'm like Oregon. Oklahoma.
Ooh, okay. So you got Bama beating Georgia.
Yeah.
In the SEC championship.
I really don't, but I still feel they gotta put Bama in there.
I think Bama has a slight chance if it's a close game against Georgia that they lose.
Bama need to win big for the rest of the year, though.
They do. And even if they lose to Georgia in the SEC championship, if it's close, they may get in over some of them other team. JD, what you got?
I'm not gonna do 4 teams because it's just pointless. I mean, it's pointless.
But you gotta give a bracket though, bro.
Nice.
Like we gotta see your bracket.
This is very simple, and I guess the state of Georgia is gonna love this. This is very simple. It's simple. If Alabama beat Georgia in the SEC championship, it'll be Georgia and Alabama
in the national championship.
Okay, cool. If Georgia beat Alabama, Georgia gets their first championship since 1980. It's that simple. All the rest of these little teams, it don't matter, man. There's no team offensively that has enough offense to stick with Georgia. On top of Georgia not putting the offensive plan together to conquer their defense. Unless it's Alabama, I really don't see no other teams. Besides that, Georgia's defense is on another level. See, Alabama is the only team that can really challenge them into the fact to where, okay, your defense could stop me so much to the point to where I'm eventually about to put points on this board. Now, when I start to put points on this board, that's when it turns to Kirby every time. It's Kirby's turn to coach. Now you got to put some points up against their defense. Their defense may not be as better at talent-wise than Georgia, but you got Nick Saban as the mind, as the coach, and that's why Georgia lose every year. So at the end of the day, I feel Alabama is the only team that can beat them this year. I really like Georgia to win the whole thing this year. And I've only predicted Georgia 2 times. I don't predicted Georgia 2 times, and I like Georgia to win the whole thing this year, man.
There it is.
How you feel about that?
I'm always. What you mean?
JD, before you even start that, I'm always. You ain't always, JD. You ain't never been JD. To my always. You ain't never been JD.
Man,
look. JD gonna pick his jaws every time he out there. You hear me?
I drink it.
You hear me? But before you critics go to yelling about Cincinnati, we know they undefeated. They ain't gonna play nobody for the rest of the season, so they'll end up undefeated. Georgia beat Cincinnati in the bowl game with half our team. So listen, we not worried about that. Just like JD said, if you ain't got offense and defense, you're not beating Georgia or Alabama. So that what it is, coaching. Man. Yeah, and coaching. Kirby Smart got so much better this year. I'm glad. Finally. That's all we got for today, man. Y'all already know, man. In the Huddle Sportcast on all social media platforms. In the Huddle Sportcast on YouTube. Click on the subscribe button so you know when we post a new show. We out.
You can hear they soul scream in the Huddle Sports. That's the thing for the analysts. The realest in the game. All truths with no counterfeits. Super E, Zone 3, Ed in the goo. Yo, ready, set, break. Coming live to your plane. Let's go. In the Huddle.